Hello, everybody. How you guys doing? My name is Chidi. I'm reaching you guys from Toronto, Canada. If today is your first time on our show, please make sure that you subscribe and that you click the notification bell and give us a thumbs up. Also, leave us a comment. I hope my mic is working today. This mic has been messing me up real bad. So please let me know if my mic is working. Lady Jane, I see you. Thank you so much for reporting first. You should get a prize. Money Martins, thank you so much also for joining us. Guys, mic check. Is my mic working? Are you guys hearing me clear? I've been having this issue with my mic. So let me just ask you, just to be sure. Okay, perfectly. Mic is working. Mic is working. Okay. Mive. Oh, I meant Mike. Okay. Mic is working. Good. So, have you noticed? I was talking with someone this morning, a very close friend of mine, and someone I run to when I run into a hitch, especially concerning Nigeria, somebody I consider an expert in Nigerian matters. And I was telling the person that I don't understand. Like, things are so fluid in Nigeria sometimes that you don't even know what to discuss. Or you find yourself being forced to discuss a particular thing. And it made me realize that, look, it's not by accident. It is not by accident. These are carefully planned and orchestrated things. Honestly speaking, he said it looks like the government is actually enjoying it. And I would so wish that something will happen. But on my own, that's one thing I can assure you. Akin Aderox, thank you so much. I can assure you that very soon, if it is the government that I know, they will do something. They can't disappoint you. Something will happen that will turn the minds of Nigerians around to start thinking the way they are supposed to think. I'm telling you, why are we so distracted? We are so distracted to the point where we are discussing the things that we shouldn't discuss. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's good, even with this pandemic and everything. It's good to talk about Pokoli, Zazu, Davido, Wizkid. The government has even cashed in on it. They made Cubana chief priest. The media, entertainment, commission of entertainment, special whatever, in Imo State. What is going on? What is going on? We're so distracted. And the government enjoys it so much that the government will not even talk about things that are happening. Tell me which country, the amount, see here in Canada, one person, half a person, not even up to one person. If there's anything like half a human being that is killed, oh my goodness, everywhere you will hear about it. Let me show you. Maybe you don't understand what I'm saying. But here, a Nigerian was killed. A Nigerian was killed here. The whole newspapers carried it. The government is investigating it. It is major news for them. It is something that is really, really painful to them. They're not kidding about it. But in Nigeria, oh my God, people will die and it will not be any big business. No big business. People will go about their business like something, nothing happened. I'm telling you, You will see how other people feel about what is happening to you. I will show you. In fact, even CP24 is even reporting about um, about um, uh, about what's happening in Nigeria here at Avenue Road. Avenue Road. You will see how they are reporting and how they are taking something that happened in your own community. And for the government, it is not a big deal. It's not a big deal, you know. They will just let things happen, and to them, it's not a big deal at all. Now look at this news here. This is a Canadian newspaper here. It's CP24. If you look at the top there, CP24. Forget about the ad that is there. Okay, just focus on the story. Homicide units are investigating the death of 49-year-old man in Midtown Toronto. And you see, a father and financial analyst who had been fighting for his life since he was shot outside his home in Midtown Toronto Sunday succumbed to his injuries Wednesday, police said, leaving friends and family in disbelief. His name is Ike Kaja, 49 years old. What's the point? And then they went ahead to write about the story and things about him. It is serious business. One man, oh, come and see how they are talking about it. Come and see how they are mounting very solid investigation. And they will catch the people. Oh my goodness. They will catch them. I know very well that they will catch them because I worked with them closely when we lost someone when I was president of the Nigerian community here. So I know how they work. They will catch this person. But in Nigeria, not one person, no. If you see the rate at which people are dying, kidnappings every day, and the Nigerian government is not doing anything about it at all. At all. The president will not go there. No. I'm telling you. Even when they discover what is going on, like let's check out this one. Let's check out this one. This is a story that we already knew a long time ago. But watch. These are the things that distract us in Nigeria. Look at this story here. It says that the Nigerian government uncovers 96 Boko Haram ISWAP sponsors, 129 companies linked to terrorism. My question is it today? Now today, didn't this happen before? And what did Malami come to tell us? Malami said, no, we are not interested. He said, we are not interested in blackmailing people. We're not interested in talking about people. You see that? You see how they treat news that is supposed to be something that they deal with decisively. They had known that these people existed. They knew a long time ago. But sometimes it confuses me also. They like how this kind of thing takes people's minds away from, it takes their minds away from the main issues. They are about to play another 419. So they will play down on the real issues, or they will dwell on issues that will make them look like they're doing something, but you and I know they are not doing anything. But the one that bleeds my heart is the general populace who are at the receiving end. They don't want to hear you talk anything serious about the government. I'm asking now, which side are we on? Which side are we on anyways? People are so distracted. They don't want you to just look at this live that I'm doing right now. People don't want to come and sit down and talk real issues with you. And the ones that are deceiving them, they know. They understand that. Come and see how these people are laughing at me and you. You won't believe it. It's so painful. It's so very painful. People just prefer to go to where gossip is happening. Just gossip. Why are we this distracted? It's very, very frustrating. People just want to sit down and listen to gossip. If you do a program that has to do with gossip, people will gather. They will listen to you. They will just discuss. Why now? Can't we see what is going on? Are we chasing rats when our house is burning? Can we not see these people that are beginning to crawl out of their holes? It's ridiculous. It's very absolutely funny. The kind of people that I'm seeing that are coming out to run for presidency, to vie for different posts. My question is, where were you 4 years since the last time that we did this voting something? Where were you? What were you doing? How come you were not talking? Were you not seeing what was going on? How come you were not talking? All of a sudden now we are seeing you. What is happening? The rest, do you know that people, if I tell you this, you will not believe it. People have paid money. There's something called BOTs, bots, robots. They pay them to come after your channel, and they will keep on sending out messages to YouTube, flagging your message, saying that what you're doing is hate speech. What you're doing is pornography. Oh, you don't know that's what happens? Oh, come now, let me teach you about YouTube. They will flag you. I know. How do I know? It happened to me during Suleiman's era. You even hear the people that are confessing about what they did with Suleiman. You hear them talk about it. Some of them will call now and say, Oga, I really want to apologize. We were in the media team. This and this and this is what we were paid to do to you. So I understand how these things work. But it's a matter of time. When YouTube wakes up and they realize what is happening to you, then you see them begin to change. So if you are talking about issues, let me just tell you this. If you are talking about issues and if you're talking about issues and you see that certain things, you're not seeing the kind of thing that you want to see with your channel, just know that some of these things are happening, but you need to remain consistent. Some of us that talk about the issues that we talk about, sometimes we don't become relevant. Sometimes people don't want to hear us on what we have to say. But you see, for you, credibility is not a joke. Consistency is what you have to keep doing. People who are not credible, people who decide to just dwell on frivolities and things that will just bring them, sometimes it's viewership, sometimes things that will make you popular, they fade away with time. So you just keep doing what you're doing. Refuse to get distracted, because there's distraction all over the place. All over the place. Check out people who post short video, 2-3 minutes video. And look, all those things are good. We also have a channel that posts such things. So that's don't get me wrong. But I'm just trying to tell you that let's not somebody say participating in certain programs while in Nigeria is very dangerous. Only those of us who abroad can manage to participate to an extent. I understand, but even those of us who are abroad are helping in this distraction. How many of us stand up when we see that the government is playing their games again? How many of us speak up? How many of us engage on social media? I'm telling you, go and look at the algorithm. Go and look at, not algorithm, go and look at the analytics of your channel. Look at where some of the comments you're getting is coming from. Look at the people watching you. And you will see that a large population is still abroad, because there they have consistency in power, in energy. They have consistency in data. They can afford data. So they are even the ones that you would expect that they should be tweeting and countering but they don't. They don't do so. So my question today is, why are we so distracted? Why can't we see what is going on? Why can't we discuss issues? Is it when it's 1 week we say, oh, we don't want election, we don't want election? What are we doing about it if we don't want election? Okay, we want to participate in election. What are we doing about it? How do we want to participate? How? How do we want to do it? These people are making their plans, solid plans, buying vehicles, having some strange partnerships, going to bed with each other in different places at different levels, hiring the people who were our fellow comrades. They are not working for them because of money. There are names that if you hear that are working with politicians right now, Nigerian politicians, you will shake your head. Distracted, distracted, distracted. Within the movements that we have right now, all the activists, all their platforms, you have people inside there distracted. They won't share your video. Once they see the title, they are not interested. Are you now with the government? Are you working with the government? Are you working for the government? If you're working for the government, come out now. Let's see you. Let's show. Why are you allowing yourself to be distracted? And right under your nose, things are happening. Somebody went to Nigeria, and when I called them, they said, Chidi, everything is okay here. Everything is okay here. It's not even like people say. And this is an elderly man. I was just laughing. I just told him, Oga, be careful. Oh. Don't go and be parading yourself. Oh. You came from Canada. Oh. Please be discreet about your movements. If we're telling you that they are bandits, they are kidnappers, it doesn't mean that when you are moving on the streets, they put a sign. Some people think that's how it is, and they come back and say that we're lying. You think when you're on the express, you see a signboard say, bandit location, we are located here and 10 kilometers into the bush. Please, just to let you know. You think they put advert? You think there is anything? Have you seen somebody that they stole his car? If they steal somebody's car, the person will go to the particular, you know how big a car is? They'll go to the particular spot where that car was stolen. And they'll be saying, this car, it was just around, it was between, it was just here. As if, there is something that will show the car. The car is no longer there. You could have just pointed, but they walked straight to where the car moved. So there is nothing on the road sometimes that shows that people were kidnapped. Sometimes there's something that shows, but it's not all the time you pass. So when we're telling you that things are happening and you're distracted to the point where you're saying, no, it's not true, things are not happening, then I pity you. You don't even know what is happening to you. You don't know at all. And that's what I'm seeing with Nigerians. We're allowing ourselves to be so distracted. It's amazing. I'm telling you, everybody's declaring now that they want to. Go. Do I need to begin to analyze these people for you? Just type any of their names and see how many good things you see about them, even by the people that they hire. Just look at. Is it somebody like Umahi? Look at Umahi. Just look at Umahi. Umahi, when Umahi came there, he did not come to work for his people. And some people say, Chidi, the man walked to walked. Why is it that people always say he walked? Anyway, tell you the truth, compared to my own Enugu state governor, the man walked. Let me just concede to him. Even though what they did was to put electricity, LED, like Christmas lights all over when you're passing there in the night. Christmas lights all over the place, on the bridge, on the floor, on the tree, everywhere. It's just as if it's a casino. He came from day one campaigning for this presidency that you see him declaring right now. He came from day one having this in mind. Everything that he was, loans that he was taking, go and see now. See how many places they took loans from. All this he was working, you will see the repercussion, you will see the result. Wait, let him step down now. When the people he borrowed the money from come asking for their money, that's when you will understand what is happening. I'm not even sure, but I hear there is some copulation between them and Islamic bank. But all that will come to light very soon. Not in the far distance, so very, very soon. And then you will discover what it means when these people say they are working. And he continued to oppose everything that was going on. All the killings that were happening in Ebonyi State. Did you people forget? Did you people forget all those pictures? Didn't you remember when people were being slaughtered in Ebonyi State? Fulani headsmen slaughtering people. Now that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been silenced, who is talking about Fulani headsmen anymore? We just conveniently call them bandits now. Do you remember the lady that I showed yesterday who was asking people to help to raise 30 million so that they can release her husband? What did she say? That the people who were talking in a Fulani accent, and don't get me wrong, I don't have anything against Fulani people. I have friends who are Fulani people. When it's an Igbo person doing wrong, I talk about the person as an Igbo person. When it is the whole Nigerian state that so I don't pick and choose. I just say the way it is, the way I feel. So when I say Fulani headsmen, it's Fulani headsmen. And I'm not talking about something that is happening, okay, in Ogun State. It happens in Enugu State, my own village, Ozala. We get attacks. Enugu State, didn't you see that some people were killed some weeks ago? So what are you talking about? Do you understand me now? But the same Umahi was more interested in covering all of those things so that right now he will come out and tell you that he wants to become the president. And I say, shame on you. Shame on you. You with all the Eastern governors, you could not even protect the East. You were licking the boots of the president when your people were dying. And now you're thinking about Igbo presidency and they should come and give it to you. You know, people have asked me, Chidi, what do you think? Which side do you stand? Do you think there should be an Igbo president or not? My problem is not even, you think having an Igbo president is a solution? And some of you will misunderstand me. I don't even care. I don't care whether it is an Igbo president. As long as he comes from this crop of politicians, he will still perform. But in fact, he is dead on arrival. Because they don't represent the wishes of the people. Which Igbo president? Who? From where? Okorocha, Abi who? Show me now. Show me the person who will come out from all these people that will come and represent us well. I dare say, even, anyway, let me not go there. But I would rather, honestly speaking, I would rather have a white man who will do what the people want, come and lead us in Nigeria, than have another stupid, senseless, useless individual from any tribe come and mess us up again. You think it's about tribe? No, it's not about which tribe is ruling. It is not. Because under the present constitution in Nigeria, under the present setup in Nigeria, they will not make it. How? The same crop of people will gather together. Under which party? Don't you understand that when a party gives you their ticket, you have to do what they want? You don't understand? People don't even get it. You think when they give you a ticket and they sponsor you and they give you just come and become waiting? No, now. Shebi me, I ran for governor. Am I telling you what they told me? No. I ran for governor. Yes. I went to meetings. I went to political meetings. And I heard the kind of things that they were saying. People called me in this Enugu state that you see. It is not what happens in the surface that happens under. When you bring out yourself and you say, once you throw yourself in the open and they see that, oh, you are a contender, the game changes. So by the time I had my billboards on the express, had my billboard around all over Enugu, Polo Park, which place? IMT, along the express, posters everywhere, campaigning everywhere. We even went to the village of the governor then. We went to Kweremadu's village. We campaigned in so many places. They will now call you and advise you. Say, bros, come on. If you are going to run, if you're interested, come, let us tell you how this thing will happen. Yes, Jane. Go and watch that video again that I did about Omoyele Sowore. A lot of people didn't know so many things about him. This guy has seen the 1,000,001. 1,000,001. And yet, people are not interested in people like that. You see? Yeah, Chuki, I agree with you. You say give white people Nigeria the next 5 years, everybody will go. You see, one thing that really, really makes me want to cry is when I think about the fact that Nigeria, we are sitting on a gold mine. We are sitting on gold in Nigeria. Gold. We are sitting on gold in Nigeria. And yet, we are hungry in that country. People who are sitting on gold. Have you ever seen this kind of thing? People who are sitting on, did I say gold? Diamond. Every single piece of land in Nigeria is money. Sophia David, greetings to you. Why do you think China had to come to Nigeria? Why do you think everybody is courting us like a beautiful bride? Because of what they are getting. You have oil. The same oil that people like Dubai have. The same oil that people like Kuwait have. The same oil that Saudi Arabia has. The same oil. Canada here, what do we have? What do we have in Canada? Nigeria has more natural resources than the entire Americas. Nigeria, and I don't kid you, there is no mineral that does not exist in Nigeria. I'm telling you, there are so many countries that they don't even have what we have. And yet, we are running to them now to go and beg them for money. What a shame. What a shame. Do you understand? How does it make you feel if you, as a father, you have gari, you have beans, you have everything, you have yam, you have cocoyam, you have dried abacha, you have everything, dried yam, that one they used to make amala. You have everything dried there. You have corn, you have millet, everything, big bags, it full your house. Then you don't have vegetable oil tank, a big tank of vegetable oil, big tank. You know this tank they used to put water, overhead tank, vegetable oil, underground tank, vegetable oil in your house. Then you have a big, not freezer, you have cold room. Inside this cold room, there are about 2 or 3 cows that are slaughtered inside that cold room. You have one side fish. One side chicken. You have all of these things. And you see your child going out to somewhere. And you ask the child, what are you doing? First of all, the child is looking so tired, so weak, emaciated. Says, Daddy, I want to go and beg our neighbor for food. They're like, are you kidding me? What do you mean you're going to beg our neighbor for food? Daddy, I'm hungry. I'm very hungry. So why? Why? Yes, Chuki, I believe you. Just look at that. Once we leave that country and come out of that country, just look at us. Just look at us. Do you know there's an article where Black Americans are quarreling with Nigerians? What is their problem? Their problem is that they say Nigerians come and they take all the jobs in America. And there was a Twitter war. See, it's terrible. It is terrible when you don't know yourself. Like when you have lost, it's just terrible. When you no longer know who you are. If you have lost knowledge of who you are in trouble. Let me show you how other people see us. So there was this Twitter war. So early today on Twitter, some Black Americans seemingly want Africans to stop immigrating to their country. This is how they see you, because I don't think you understand. This is how they see you. There was a Twitter war. You can't even believe that this is happening between Black people, not white people, Black people and Black people. And this is the war that was going on. This is the war that was going on. It says, how does immigration benefit Black Americans? Let me read the story. It says it was arguably one of the most heated debates on Twitter in recent times. And throughout the long hours it lasted, the message was clear. African Americans, they want Africans to stop coming to their country. They want them to stop coming to their country and taking away all its opportunities. I'm telling you. So let me go back again. It says it was arguably one of the most heated debates on Twitter in recent times. And all throughout the long hours it lasted, the message was clear. African Americans want Africans to stop coming to their country and taking away all the opportunities. This is the part that was very, very funny to me. Let's read. It said, Business Insider, forget about all the other things. I'm just reading the part that's necessary. Business Insider Africa monitored the Twitter space throughout much of the time it lasted. And let me remove this so that you can see me and understand what I'm saying. This was a debate. I want to show you how people see you. It says, and we couldn't help but take note of the rather controversial rhetorics coming from some of the Black American hosts and participants. This is what they were saying. No thanks to the hateful rhetorics that were exchanged, a lot of people left the space feeling very angry and disappointed. Why? The topic that was being debated on was whether immigration benefits Black Americans. And according to the co-host, it doesn't. It doesn't. They are trying to say that immigration does not benefit Black Americans. One of those who pressed home this point, albeit in a very xenophobic manner, one of the people who talked about it in a xenophobic manner was the American filmmaker, social commentator Tariq Nasheed. This is what he said. Tariq and other co-hosts of the Twitter space, they argue that African immigrants are making it difficult for African Americans to get the reparation they deserve. According to them, not only are the African immigrants benefiting from the resources that could have been used as reparation for African Americans, they are also allegedly taking away jobs and other opportunities. What does that tell you? That tells you that you are loaded when you come abroad as a Nigerian, as someone from that side of the world. We come very, very loaded. We are very loaded. We are intelligent. People give you jobs easily. Now people are complaining. This is the quality of the kind of people that we are if they allow us to take care of ourselves. That's what you will see when they allow us to take care of ourselves. So let's continue reading. It says that they are coming to take away jobs and other opportunities. Another issue that they raised is that Africans, particularly Nigerians, they tend to arrogantly dominate everywhere they go. They tend to arrogantly dominate everywhere they go, except in their own country. Don't you see the problem? Don't you see? We are the ones allowing these people to run us out of the system. If only we knew what to do. If only we knew what to do, these guys will not run us out. We are intelligent, we are smart. We have the wherewithal, we have the resources, we have the energy. When you see Nigerians here working, they work 2-3 jobs. And the people who were born here, they are still arguing. They're arguing about the boss came late. They're arguing about there's no coffee in the coffee machine. They're arguing about the teacher told me something, so I am mentally hurt. I have been abused. Somebody tells me, I've been abused. I was abused from when I was a kid. I said, you're abused from when I was... Yes, I thought maybe there was some kind of physical abuse on them. I said, no, the things that my parents told me, they have influenced how I turned out in life. I don't have anything about, because people have some of those cases. But I say, they told you. I wish it was only told that they told us when we were growing up. And the blala with the blala. That means all of us should be dead by now. If what they told you has disrupted your mental development, then those of us that they flogged mercilessly, by now we should be dead now. But when you see us, we are doing so well. It says another issue they raise is that Africans, particularly Nigerians, they tend to arrogantly dominate everywhere they go. And after seizing all the opportunities and making most of the money, they remit the money back to Africa. The next question was about why the American government is allowing African immigrants to enter the country. Some of the speakers even went as far as implying that the American government was allowing African immigrants as part of a large plan to systematically erase or replace foundational Black Americans with Africans. As part of the solutions to secure the tribe, as they put it, the Black Americans called for an immediate deportation of all Africans. According to them, doing this would ensure that African Americans can finally get their reparation and even have enough opportunities to the ground. This one is another topic for another day, because I think the Americans, they don't decolo. I think something is actually wrong with the people who I think, and I'm going to talk about it one of these days. How can you be saying go back to, well, what are you meaning? But the point I wanted to make with that is that we are smart people. We are intelligent people, and we would sit and look at the crop of people that come every day to tell us what to do, to tell us what we can and what we cannot do, and we actually believe them. It doesn't make sense now. Why would we believe them? It doesn't make sense at all. No, it does not make sense. We should not allow ourselves to be distracted. There is so much going on, so much going on. The more you look, the less you see. A lot of that is happening right now, and we should not be distracted. We should not allow anybody to tell us what we should do and what we should not do. I'm telling you, we should not be distracted. Even those of us abroad, we should not be distracted. We should focus. Focus. There are some channels that the more you go to them, the more they begin to whine you, and the more they begin to indoctrinate you, to the point where after a while, I know a friend of mine. I'm just waiting for him. I saw him went back to doing a show that he used to do before. But when I was pulling him, he didn't understand. I told him, this part you're going, watch out. They will hit him, don't worry. Let me just stop it there. But please, I don't want us to be distracted. Yes, there's political talks going on. Even if you want to be distracted, don't forget about your activists. Don't forget about those men and women who have fought for you, and they are in incarceration. Think about them, talk about them. Let's stop talking about Chief Igboho. Let's stop talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us stop talking about Omoyele Sowore. Honestly, it is so unfair. We are playing into these people's hands. Yes, we'll talk about everything that is happening, because people are not at the same levels of understanding at particular times. Yes, there are people who the only thing that makes them deal with this COVID lockdown and everything, and with the hard times, is comedy. We will do comedy. Yes, there are people who don't understand all this big grammar. All they want is just hit the nail on the head. We will talk like that. There are people whose only thing they want to do is music. But I need you to realize that as you're doing this, you are sitting, look at yourself now. Look at your environment. And you are still the one that is calling people and asking them for money. Do you see? It doesn't make sense. If you're willing to take money from people to solve your problems, but when these people now begin to tell you about what is really the cause of your problem and how to permanently solve this problem, you're not interested. It doesn't make sense. No, it doesn't make sense at all, not one bit. It is time that we focus. I want to see discussions on what we are going to do next. What are we going to do next? That's what are we going to do? Why are we just keeping quiet? What are we going to do next? How are we mobilizing? Are we mobilizing under which platforms? Or the platforms we already have, how are we treating it? Are we allowing it to be hijacked by people who just want to make money out of it? It doesn't make sense. Let's not allow people to come in our midst, create problem, and just mess up the platforms, take whatever they want out of it, and leave it just battered. Just like rape. That's what they're doing. People are raping the platforms for activism. They're just going in and raping it. Be it IPOB, Take It Back Movement, Revolution Now, African Action Congress, the Oduduwa platforms. They have infiltrated all these places and they are wreaking havoc, trying to make sure that comrades don't come together, because you know that immediately you come together, you spell doom for them. So what do? They just rape you. They come in with their minions and mess things up. And then they pull back and watch you guys. Haven't you noticed? You're busy fighting each other. You're busy tearing yourselves down. You're busy messing up structures that people set up, discrediting these structures. Yes, I agree with you, Chucky. I agree with you. The same thing. That's what Charlie Boy said. APC and PDP all are the same. Just like I said yesterday, some of you will remember that party. They say it's youth political party, be youth movement party. What a shame. Shame to my fellow comrades who were showing me that party and saying, Chidi, this is the party. They came and declared. I said, how can people fall for that? Was sponsored by the government. Didn't you know? Huge distraction. Huge distraction. Believe it or not, all of this banditry and things that are going on, the government is using it as an excuse. I was talking with someone this morning. That's what he analyzed. They like it. Oh, see, we can't go to Yobe State because of the activities of bandits. We need money for they are more interested in relocating villages, any small thing IDP camp, Is that what they do? Did you hear that in Canada, when people go and terrorize a place, you evacuate everybody and keep them in ID camp and just forget them there? How many people who were sent to ID camp have IDP camp? How many of them have been taken back to their home? Internally displaced person in your country, internally displaced inside their own country. And now it has become where they live, because in Nigeria, that is business. They will never send those people back home. Why? When there's a contractor supplying the tents, there's a contractor building they will come and see how, isn't it ridiculous that when they go to IDP camp, people who were in villages, that they were asking you for light, you didn't provide light. They were asking you for road, you didn't provide road. They were asking you to fix the primary schools, you didn't. All of a sudden now, when they go to IDP camp, come and see what they're doing for them. All of a sudden, there's contract. They build hostels. Build this. If you calculate all the money that I spent in IDP camp, if you had spent it in those people's villages and put security, they wouldn't have been attacked. But now that it has become business, there's money. Billions. Go and see how much is spent on IDP camps. You know that Nigeria is a hopelessly, it's gone, completely gone. IDP camps for the same people that you neglected. And even inside the IDP camps, atrocities are being committed. The money that is set out for the people does not even get to them. Again, that's another story for another day. Huge distraction, and the government likes it. They like it so much. They like when things like that are happening. Anyway, I'm going to stop here. You just get tired talking about these things that happen in Nigeria. You just get tired. But what can you do? We can't give up. It's just like when in business, I used to have this lady. She comes every time we're going to negotiate business. She comes ready to wear you down. She just comes ready to wear you down. That's how this lady operates, and I know her. So when she comes to me too, I am ready. Bring it on. She will drag. Me, I will drag. She will say, give up now. I never do. I say, hey, me give up. No, why you give up now? No, yes, you give up. And then finally, she will always succumb, or I will say, you know what, this one is not going to work. It's okay. Next time. So what the Nigerian government is doing is wearing us down with some of this. They want us to stop talking about issues. They want us to just give up. But we won't give up. No, we will not give up at all. We will continue to talk about it, and I please want to ask you to not give up. Don't give up too. Let's keep pushing for the sake of our people back home, for the sake of us, for the sake of everybody, whichever side of the coin that you are doing this job. Because this job, you know how we say, wherever you are operating from, please operate from that point. Yesterday we had a show, you guys remember, we had a show that was called ways it was 10 ways that women destroy their marriage. That was so hilarious. A lot of people told me that was hilarious. Chucky, please don't give up. Don't give up. It's well. It's well. Okay. So this is just an announcement. Today we're going to be treating how men destroy their marriages. I know also I've noticed people don't want to come and listen to these things because they think you're talking about them. No, nobody's talking about you. It doesn't mean when you participate you have some issues going on. No. I need for us to talk about, I like to talk about hard issues, those issues that people run away from, but I see that it is causing havoc within our community. I like to talk about them. So please come, let's talk about. Yesterday we talked about how women destroy their marriages. Today we're going to talk about how men destroy their marriages. So join us in 2 hours from now so that we can talk about that. Also on Sunday, let me show you this this banner. On Sunday, we're going to have a guest. We normally interview people on the weekends. Sometime this time around, I'll be having a chat with Gabby. Gabby is somebody who is being discovered. Gabby is just being discovered. A lot of you don't know Gabby, but after this interview, you will come to understand Gabby. Honestly speaking, when I ran into this lady, I was like, my goodness, where have you been? It was my wife that saw her and introduced me to her, made the connection. You know how it is. You guys know how Erica is. She's a workaholic, and she's the engine behind what I do here. So I'm going to give you guys just a little expo about the person we're talking about. When I give you this expo, you will see why I'm telling you that you have to come on Sunday. I'm just going to give you just a little bit of what you're going to see on Sunday so that you make sure you don't miss our program on Sunday. I'm going to show you who Gabby is. Some of you have seen Gabby because a lot of people have shared her video online, but let me just share this video with you so you get a feel of the person I'm talking about.
Anywhere you are watching me or anywhere you are looking at me, looking for a story to tell, one day they got full story you can be a miracle. Anywhere you are watching me, because there's a people are looking at me now. They're watching. Let's see story. One night I have a story to give you. If it's for story, one night God will give you. If it's a story you are watching to see, I must always create a story because I'm a man.
Oh my goodness. I see their talents everywhere. So please join us on Sunday. And as we host Gabby, these are the many talents that are there. And when these people finish messing us up and we get our acts together, there will be, that place will be a very fun place to be, whether in Biafra land, whether in Oduduwa land, whether in any part of that contraption called Nigeria. We can all have fun, but we need to take things back. We need to push these people that are messing us up. If we don't get them out of the way, there is no way we can enjoy what belongs to us. All right, from all of us in Toronto, on behalf of Dr. Erica, my name is Dr. Chidi. I'll see you guys shortly in our family and marriage series, where we'll be talking about how men destroy their marriages. 10 ways that men destroy their marriages. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.